turbine project at the CPHPL. Very simple lang talaga. Next slide, please. So this is the environmental impact statement submitted by Gemini Wind Power Project to DNR EMB. And this is where we scrutinized and started to look at every detail that they have presented. So again, for the information of everyone, the one commission to do this is Brown and Green Environmental Services Incorporated. Office address in San Jose, Antipolo City. Okay? Next slide, please. So this is the entire area that they have applied for. Klarado talaga nga nag-encroach sa Suludsan protected area. So, towards the northern part, that is the boundary towards northern Samar and San Isidro, and going down, it includes the coastal area of Tinambakan District, and towards the middle part, Oquendo District, where the Calbayog Panasaiban Protected Landscape is located. Next slide, please. So this is the general description of the SAPA. Before makatikang for ECC, an era entry point is SAPA. Now, we just like to remind and point this out nga sa pag-apply pala sa SAPA sa Gemini, off na sila. They already committed a violation. A violation, why? Because the PAMB made a resolution that they will only sign the SAPA once the three requirements stipulated in the resolution would be addressed. One is to show the 13 coordinates where the wind turbines will be erected. Second, to show the overlay map of all the structures, the barangays affected with the wind turbines. And of course, the third is to present the comprehensive development plan of the Gemini. But as far as the records is concerned, it was actually environmental planner Rosalina Tarayo who told us, because we were not able to go to Tacloban to meet the regional director because we also had an earlier activity at NWSSU. So she said, "Sir, may problema. Nagpirma sila sa SAPA. They actually contradicted themselves. Because mapirma la konta, kunan adto nga tulo, nahilsalang na. So what happened in Tacloban was, nasiring ang regional director, pinag-argue na sila ni Ma'am Rose Tarayo, to follow na lang kuno. Ito nga, mga requirements nga gin site, kaya apurado ko rin yung project, may bas-bas ko rin sa Malacanang. So we said, no problem about that, because we know the president is really pushing for green renewable energy. But as far as the ANIPAS law is concerned, and other existing laws of the Philippines, these laws have to be taken seriously, and the process have to be followed. So wala kita problema along the way. So again, the service contract was approved. There is the SAPA area and some other important details. Take note, the barangays affected only in their SAPA, Bugtong, Bayo, Pilar, Kakanibong, Danao, Dos, San Joaquin. But in reality, Upod and Tonok, Upod and Sigo, Upod and Bayo, and some other barangays na already naka-mention. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is the entire length of the 37 wind turbines, crisscrossing across the protected area from the northern part, San Isidro, to Barangay Baral. So you can see that it's not only the wind turbines that they are going to erect or construct, but the road networks are quite larger in area than the immediate footprint of the wind turbines. Correct sigon, mamimiling yan na kita sa IRA Environmental Impact Assessment sa road network. Because under the principle of advanced watershed management and even under the protocol of the environmental impact assessment, 1:1 iton. Magbutang ka nga ni project na wind turbine, that is a separate environmental impact assessment. Now, if you will construct a road network, that is another environmental impact assessment. So, nagawas, ang Gemini, inunuyag-uyagan kita sa Dira Baraha, one environmental impact assessment covering all. But excuse me, diri nga tanan, masubscribe sa iyo truth na ginahatag. Kaya nag-aram kami sa advanced watershed management. We did actual environmental impact assessment. So again, mababantad nimo ang kadamo nga puno along the way sa road network. Waray, bisan niyo bukikion ang ira environmental impact assessment, waray data sa road network impact. So, ginsubmit pa ni namon kan environmental planner Dario Pampanga to double check good. The same gihapon niya findings, may mga luho ang environmental impact assessment. So, sindi pa lang mabahin, tagilid na ang mga taga-Kalbayog. We already lost the chance to protect our own protected area. The environment that we are supposed to treasure in the next 2 years. Next slide, please. Okay, so it's a closer look of the map. As you can see, Adan Era Road Network, the purple one, tikadi sa ubos. And then the CPHPL map is shown nga nagdako didi ang hiya. This one, this is the multiple use zone na siring ini nga di nga mapa. So, again, nasiring kami may limbog man. Kaya when in 2023, when Gemini started presenting their project, may usa nga mapa sira nga gin-present nga mao na among gibasihan. And all of a sudden, in 2024, mao na ito naging tutubong sa amon ni Paso Dennis de los Santos. This is the gospel truth about the CPHPL rezoning map. Excuse me po, nag-take note kami, nag-picture kami. Next slide, please. Again, this is the International Wind Atlas map. Kundiin, makusog ang wind velocity nga kundiin pwede ituntindog ang mga wind turbines. So, klaro talaga, Northern Samar side, seaboard sa Eastern Samar. That's why we are asking, why is it that they are insisting to put this at the CPHPL? Next slide, please. This is the exact map that we obtained in 2023. Nasiringan Paso, ang Pambi, si Paso in particular, diri ko rin imawan mapa kay for representation purposes. I said, Paso, you're missing the point. This document is used by Gemini. Ang Gemini, diri ito magpupurot sin mapa kung diri ito registered. Kay pwede sa balikan any person, any entity na mag-question sa ERA. Take a look. This is the annotation. Map showing the proposed location of the meteorological mast of the Gemini Wind Energy Corporation at the CPHPL. And then, source, Biodiversity Management Bureau, NAMRIA DNR. Code, CY2222-2222. So, yung kami, registrado yung mapa. Diri iton bagos, diri iton kolorom, legit iton. And we are going to use this as the reference kay nano nga nahinungkad sa ito nga nalahap and strict protection zone, nahimo nga multiple use zone, meaning the PAMBI converted the strict protection zone into the multiple use zone without going to Congress. Under the INIPAS law, ang Congress lang pwede mag-reallocate sa strict protection zone into a multiple use zone. Now, they're saying we need rezoning. Kay Ungod, may da mga tuna nga nag-encroach na sa sulod, so there has to be a rezoning. But as far as rezoning is concerned and watershed management is concerned, kung mag-istog ka sa rezoning, tiri sugad ka dako. Next slide, please. This is what happened. This is the first map, and that is the 2024 map. May nagbago o waray? Siguro naman, may klaro nga mata, maka-spot dayon nga, aba daw, nagdako man ang multiple use zone. What happened? So again, give us the idea nga, possibly, and DNR, they're motivated to accommodate Gemini. Remember, nag-present ang Gemini sa NERO project way back in 2024, 2023. Waray pa nag-rezoning. Pagka 2024, ada na rezoning. Karigsigon, naka-free ride sila with the assistance of the PAMBI of the DNR. So, dako itong discrepancy. Next slide, please. Okay. We don't have the technical persons at Northwest Samar State University. So, all we did, reach out to people with technical expertise, mga IT, GIS, and everything. Ginpa-plot namon ang mga coordinates and wind turbines na gin-submit sa Gemini. Buligi daw kami pag-plot, kaya di kami maaram sa itong pamiling sa mapa. Ira itong gin-process, and finally, nahi-plot nira. Now, at nga black, those are the original locations of the wind turbines. Nasiring man kami. Why is it that PAMBI or Gemini did not show us the International Wind Atlas map from the very beginning? Kay para kunta, nakahatag na kami idea nga, may daman nga hindi di-reach, nga pwede kabalhinan, the red ones, mawiton 13 or 17. Ini nga, linya din pwede itong ibalhin nga din. So nasa rin kami, is there a tactical move to silence me and Ma'am Ellen Lim to be removed from PAMBI so they can proceed with their semester plan nga isulod ang 13 wind turbines sa protected area kay para wala na mag-question. But again, the thing is, the adjacent ridge could accommodate the 13 wind turbines, saving the protected forest, but still continuing the project of Gemini. Next slide, please. Okay, this is now the proposal because the initial talk we had brokered by Bishop Abarquez with the presence of the Honorable Governor. She asked us, where could we possibly relocate these wind turbines in order that there could be a win-win solution between the two parties. So we also asked volunteers. So ang una nga na pick up is didi sa may CPHPL mismo, an adjacent na location. Another is the Matalog property of the Northwest Samar State University kay high elevation. There are also other possible areas nga, the blue ones nga high altitude. But again, nasirikpan sirangan sa Matalod campus is harani sa SINT. So possibly they will not approve. So we said, okay, back to square one. We have to look at area, high elevation, high velocity, adjacent to the CPHPL. Next slide, please. So this is a closer look. Option 1, option 2, may napet on option 3. Next slide, please. Okay, so there you have it. Option 1 is within that area. This is the Baay Ridge, which is supported by a previous study during the time of the Honorable Mayor Nelson Sarmiento during his incumbency. It was there is a study already done. I hope we could get that one. Nga that is a very feasible location for wind turbines. But again, the question is, kailangan nga sumulod pagod nga di, di man no? Sa protected area near a location. Next slide, please. So this is a close-up look of the proposed, the red ones and the black wind turbines. So the 13 can also be accommodated.
Original na era karuyan na 13 within the protected.
Okay, hindi go. Hindi din yan. 13. Nasunod. Nasa rin kami, hindi nga red lines din red color, mo na naman proposed.
Okay.
Which is high elevation, high velocity wind gihapon.
Okay. Sir, pwede makaaraw kami hininga ka?
Sure, we will
and
provide.
And then i-highlight natin nyo, this is the original for the 13, yes. And this is the proposed para i-heads up na namon hera. Like tomorrow, para pag galinera, they can also somehow parang ma-consider na nera ito.
Yes, go. Okay, next slide please.
We provided that's the same map that they provided to Sir Brett, but Gemini would not accept it. What they want is for us to submit a scientific study.
Attorney Sugadini, ang akon kasi, I don't want to, parang haakon nakikita ko, diri na ako gusto makikistorya kan Gemini. Because Gemini is not that receptive to us. Even the time that I asked for technical presentation, they did not even prepare. So, dilot kasi ako natuod, masaring hiranga, they are parang, they have to hold, diri hirang magpe-present because that's the purpose of the public hearing. Because you have to divulge all the necessary information to appease the people that this is safe and this should be done and this is backed up with complete study. Now, I want to go directly to Vena Energy para ma-consider nila an aton suggestion. And then further, kasi we don't have a problem with the 24 wind turbines. And even for the, di ba, ang 13, may portion of that 13 that is part of the multiple use zone, am I right?
Yes.
O, is it safe po if sisigong ko po nga more kita mag-focus ditohan strict protected zone? Is it okay po ba, sir?
It's not okay, Governor, actually, because the multiple use zone has been enlarged. So a big part of the multiple use zone was actually earlier part of the strict protection zone.
Yes. Ang akon po concern kasi ditohan 12 or 13, originally waray panira ito okay. May ada good 5 nga nakasulod hiyahan multiple use zone.
Yes.
Oo. Okay lang po ba haaton nga i-out taad to and then we will concentrate ditohan 5 nga masaring kita, we want a mitigation plan for that 5. But for the 9, that is non-negotiable. You transfer it here in this side.
Okay. If we're going to ask our professional opinion, the multiple use zone where the 5 should also be spared from being utilized because the entire area is an ecological system. So if they're going to construct or erect the wind turbines in those locations, magbubuldo sila sin mga bukid, a lot of trees will be destroyed or cut down, and the recharge zone for our water source will be greatly affected. So our standpoint is, why not relocate everything here? Hindi nga nagkasulod. From the top here, may naman di reach. Baman, may na naman lot sa ready sa igbaw mga wind turbines, they will just cascade it down here and towards this area. So again, our primary purpose is to protect the protected forest by all cost and all means, because that is the life of Calbayog, and where even the economic sustainability of our business relies. So again, Governor, I hope you would also consider our sentiment that waray sa amon problema nga sumulod sa Calbayog and wind turbines for as long as gawas good siya bisan sa multiple use zone, because that threatens the entire biodiversity of the Calbayog Panasahiban protected landscape.
Sir, siguro tayo ni kasi haakon lahat. Bali na ako na legal, if we will be talking about legal reasoning to DNR, syempre, maaram kay, like for example, we're really coordinating with UNESCO and we're so familiar with all of this strict protected zone and the multiple use zone. So, ito kasi nga magiging multiple use zone, if in case nga granting nga mapugong kita ito dito, pero since there's an economic parang interest in a national context as to the energy, posible hara mag-give way nga tuhan aton han strict protected zone, but then ha multiple use zone, bagin dida kita lulugion as to han pag-fight hini, because the multiple use zone, they have all the reason nga mag-continue, mag-push hera ito because that is identified as multiple use zone. So, an akon laon tayo ni sir, of course we want the 13, yes. But if in case nga pag along the way that we will haggle with them, if in case those part, the wind turbine that is within the multiple use zone, kung ano pa po ang aton pwede nga himuon nga lesser and destruction as to ang aton environment, yun po ang akon gusto ta magpuproblig kita kung ano ang paagi nga ma-less naton ang destruction ditohan multiple use zone. But of course, those 9 haakon, there's a big reason and strong reason nga we will say that we will go back to the original map, and ayaw kita hinipagkuan kay diri talaga kami masugot because ang process liwat ni Eric Inhimo is not really parang na railroad talaga.
Yes,
so that is very off for us. But for those areas with multiple use zone, ito liwat ang bangin makukurian kita pag-justify because the fact that it is part of the multiple use zone in a national context, pwede talaga hiya magamit legally. So bangin gamitan kita ng legalities. At least ready laliwat kita pag to counter nga ini and mitigation nga gusto naman if it happen nga diri good talaga o baga mag-push liwat hirangan tuhan nga inihiyap is a multiple use zone. So kung baga ako sir nag-anticipate la ako para liwat diri lang kita caught by surprise nga pag sumering nga sugad na hindi tapos diri kita prepared, wala kita maka-counter offer nga to hayra kasi ini ang mitigation.
On the legal front, we're aware of what is installed at the AV-PAS law for multiple use zone. Naging pa sa Taman ng Balao. But again, we have to consider that the major proponent of this project is Vina Energy. And Vina Energy is from Singapore. Baliktaron tada, kita mag-propose in wind turbine sa Singapore. Tutugutan na danira ang sugad sa itong na sitwasyon, nga kundiin, the environmental integrity and the safety of our people are put at rest. Because they're the one coming in. So ang aton manla is, remember, ang Calbayog City joins the advocacy to come up with smart and sustainable cities. So if we have a long-term plan, why not put that in place right now that the protected area will be protected by all means and at all cost para sa mga kalbayog.
Yes.
Because, yes, they may argue legally, but we have also benchmarks sa Northern Samar, kan Governor Ongchuan and Governor Pasia, and we had talks with sa iya dito mga investment team that the Honorable Governor put that on record. You can build anything and anywhere in Northern Samar except in the protected area. So I guess that is a clear message that for Gemini and for Vena nga maging ungod sila nga pro-environment, specifically sa nananabuya na labi sa nananabu sa Cebu, the Sierra Madre or even Homonhon, and even Senator Loren Ligada is already calling the attention of DNR and the Senate and Congress to enact new laws or even repeal the INIPAS law. Kay nano nga masiring kita nga protected pero pwede nga sudlon. So again, may luho naton balaod. And for Gemini and Vena, nga maging ungod sila ng mga proponent and responsible business investors, I believe they also have the moral responsibility to help us protect our protected forest. So, monitor na namon karuyang ipabot ko.
Yes. Noted namon, sir. Pero again, gusto ko laliwat nga, mag-ready laliwat kita. Kasi if in case, at least may dala kita mitigation. Kasi ang concern ko kasi, okay laon tayo ni kay Kun. Early on, nabantayan good naton nga, waray pa umabotira nga, tanan complied na nira ang documents. So, ang akon untahin ni, kumbaga, mag-heads up na laliwat ako, nga i-ready laliwat nato na itong kalugaringon because I don't want to be caught by surprise na pag umabot ang punto nga national, in a national context, magkamay-ada, saring pa go signal nga i-go na ito tas bisan maghaharang kita dito but then legally they have all the documents. Yun ang akon gusto laliwat nga i-reconsider para liwat ready good kita nga diri laliwat ma-assure laliwat nga diri iton hiya magkakaproblema granting nga may sugad hini nga directive. So I'm not saying that I don't want nga i-transfer. But I'm just, kumbaga may plan A, plan B kita. Kay makuri man liwat nga, ginbukos lang naton na naton idea nga na naton attention, nga dalahan naton, kumbaga, proposal nga, ini nga, one nga aton target, nga ini ko na naton karuyag. But then of course, we always have the backup plan if in the event. Kasi ako, I always do that I don't want, not all the time, nga aton karigsigon, siya ang nasusunod. Pero ayoko umabot ako ang punto, nga matando na lang ako without fighting or without doing anything as remedy to what we are facing nga problem. So, kumbaga kumbaga advance, kuan la naton, one step ahead na kita. Para di rin kita ma-caught by surprise.
Tapuso ko lang kung slide yun, matatapos na give the mic to Ma'am Evelyn.
Yes po. So, ini sir, maaro ako copy para sa ito niya ato nag-note attorney. O para buwas, iungay ta na ito nga this is the part that we want, suggested part that we will transfer the 30 nga di hini area.
Next slide please, matatapos na yun. What happened? Okay, so
Dr. Philip, I'm from merong 5. Was the plan 5 strictly on the original? Was it part of the multiple use
It was really part of the multiple use.
It was, so, ayun. So we're trying to figure. So talaga yung 5.
Nasa multiple use.
Okay. Ang problema lang is that you could not, you could not disengage one part without that affecting the other part. Diba? You, mapapagment eh. So it has to be taken as a whole, not as a part.
Oo.